they come, out onto the course, white flag is up, and away they go. Paul Kelly, one of the first to show, as they race towards the first of their 18 fences. Paul Kelly on the inside is Two Shook Men in the Underwood colours, on the outside the Yochteran. Charlie Hammond's lost a pedal at the first fence, but trying to get it back before fence number 2, and has done. And Zinc Mine in that gold jacket has come to just about take it up now. Zinc Mine, Two Shook Men, Paul Kelly, Yochteran, and Pickersley on the outside of Flying Gnu. They're followed then by Liebke, Before the War, Fly Direct in that red jacket is last but 2, Kilshanna last but 1, and Chief Heckler held up by Alex Edwards at the moment, and we've lost Yochteran at that one. Yochteran has unshipped Charlie Hammond at fence number 2. Charlie's up on his feet very quickly, horse seems unscathed also, as they race to the 4th fence, a roadside fence. Zinc Mine from Two Shook Men, Paul Kelly, Pickersley, the Maysmore winner of 3 weeks ago. And then comes Flying Gnu. The Clifton winner Before the War comes next, followed by Kilshanna, Liebke, Fly Direct, and Chief Heckler brings up the rear, about 10-12 lengths behind the leader as they come to this first open ditch. Zinc Mine from Two Shook Men, Paul Kelly, Pickersley and Flying Gnu, a 3 or 4 length gap then to Before the War. Then Kilshanna, Fly Direct, Chief Heckler's made a place. Liebke has been relegated to last place as they race on to fence number 6, plain fence. And up front, Zinc Mine and Nick Slatter with a lead of a couple of lengths as they come into it. Zinc Mine with a good jump on the outside by Two Shook Men. David Mansell on that one. On the inside, Mark Wall on Flying Gnu makes ground as well. So those are the first 3. Then comes Paul Kelly, Pickersley and Before the War. That red jacket of Fly Direct, very noticeable. On the outside of that one is Kilshanna, then Chief Heckler, and Liebke is last, about a dozen lengths behind the leader. Uphill for the first time then, onto towards fence number 8, and it's Two Shook Men comes to it, and a lead of a couple of lengths now for David Mansell. From Flying Gnu racing in 2nd place with Mark Wall. Mark's been the area champion for the last 3 or 4 years. On the outside of that one is Zinc Mine, then Pickersley races in 4th place, 5th is Paul Kelly. As they race downhill now and on towards fence number 9. So Two Shook Men racing on the inside of the gold jacket of Zinc Mine. Those are the first 2. Then comes Flying Gnu racing in 3rd place. And in the yellow jacket is Pickersley with Tom Weston. Then Paul Kelly on the inside of that one Before the War. A gap of 3 or 4 lengths to the improving Liebke. Then comes Kilshanna, Chief Heckler, and Fly Direct has been relegated to last place now. And they're all over that one. So a circuit to go, just 1 fence to jump here pretty soon after the winning post and then the roadside fence. But Two Shook Men comes to it in the Tim Underwood colours from Zinc Mine, Flying Gnu, Pickersley, Paul Kelly and Before the War. Then about 3 lengths back to Chief Heckler, then comes Liebke, Kilshanna, and Fly Direct is struggling as they come to this roadside fence, and Mark Wall takes it up now with Flying Gnu. Chief Heckler is a faller at that one. Chief Heckler a faller, horse is up okay. I think he trampled on poor old Alex Edwards as they make their way now towards their final open ditch. So Flying Gnu and Mark Wall by a length from Two Shook Men in 2nd place. Then comes Zinc Mine who hit it. He's been passed by Before the War. Then Zinc Mine is 4th. 5th is Pickersley. 6th and making a bit of headway is Paul Kelly, and they're well clear of Liebke, who in turn is well clear of Kilshanna, and Fly Direct is going to pull. So they've got 5 to jump. Flying Gnu from Two Shook Men and Before the War as they come to it. And Flying Gnu and Mark Wall have set sail for home, a couple of lengths ahead of Two Shook Men, who still seems to be going okay in 2nd place. Robbie Henderson on Before the War is challenging that one. Then comes Paul Kelly and Zinc Mine, and these have pulled well clear of the race. And Flying Gnu jumped that one particularly well and goes on by 3 lengths from Two Shook Men, a length to Before the War, another 6 then back to Paul Kelly, 4 back to or even 6 back to Zinc Mine. So this is 3 out, Flying Canoe from Two Shook Men. Flying Canoe by a length from Two Shook Men, who seems to be going very, very well in second place as they race up the hill. Paul Kelly is running on for Abigail Banks. Round all those, Flying Canoe flat to the board as Hall Kelly comes past that one and just about comes to take it up now. Hall Kelly and Flying Canoe from Two Shook Men, and these have drawn clear of Before the War. So they're coming now to 2 out, Hall Kelly from Flying Canoe, Hall Kelly, Flying Canoe and Two Shook Men as they race now towards his final fence. The loose horse is still with them, but Hall Kelly has a lead of about 2 lengths from Two Shook Men as they come towards the final fence. They're drawing clear of Flying Canoe and Hall Kelly and Two Shook Men. David Mansell and Two Shook Men from Hall Kelly in second place. It's going to be a close one, we'll leave that one to the dogs. Two Shook Men, Hall Kelly, they're clear of Flying Canoe and Before the War.